Welcome to Gridcrawler Steve reads a comic, and today a special treat, some more Sword and Sorcery. This is from the collection I recently picked up, and this one is Conan the Barbarian, issue number 4, a nice early copy, and I got this for a whopping $4. I guess graded a 1.0. That's probably pretty accurate because what I've discovered recently by taking a closer look at the cover, someone's drawn over Conan's hair right here. Spider as well. Spider also has some ink that's been added, and I didn't know this until recently, but I got a nice little hole right there. Look at that. Still beautiful reader grade. Totally worth the price of $4. So this one's April. I think it was April. Yes, April 1971. This is one of my earliest Conan issues. I do have number 1, but that's a reprint, a True Believers reprint. So this is the earliest non-reprint that I have. I also have this one in reprint form. But what makes this issue important is the fact that this is the Tower of the Elephant. So this is Robert E. Howard's classic Conan tale from like Weird Tales back in the 30s, and it's adapted by Roy Thomas. And of course we got the art by Barry Windsor Smith. So the cover art's just fantastic. Absolutely iconic. A lot of Conan fans will refer to this issue as like the Holy Grail in terms of covers. As far as Conan covers go, this is supposedly one of the best covers out there. I think that's true. I've seen better covers myself for Conan, especially in the early Barry Windsor Smith era. But yeah, this one is pretty epic. It is a pretty nice looking cover. And we have the spider monster, right? And that spider does take place in the story. So this is a pretty much taken right out of the story, this action shot. All right, let's flip through it. Let's take a look. Now, it's been a while since I've gone through this book, so it was a couple of weeks ago that I read it, so I got to kind of refresh myself as to where we're at here. But what's going on here? Ah, yes, the infamous rogue. That's right. We meet our infamous rogue on page 1. But it's interesting. Roy Thomas has him depicted as like this fat, gross man, right? But in the books, that's not the case. In the books, he's this kind of a tough character that's almost of equal stature and strength to Conan. But, you know, in the comics, in the 70s, we'll make him this fat, grotesque man. I love it. Love that psychedelic kind of look there. Pretty sweet. So Conan overhears the conversation. Something about an elephant tower and secret within. Some jewel of immense value. And so we got the fat man here, the rogue, taunting Conan. Which isn't a good idea. Conan, of course, gives him that nice slap. First you mock me, then you lay your hands on me. I'll stand for no more. Gives him a big slap. So, the battle's about to commence. But suddenly as the battle goes, the tavern goes dark. Tavern is plunged into darkness. Suddenly our candle, I think, is relit somewhere here. Oh yes. The battle starts, the candle goes out, and when it's relit, the Kothian is dead. He's no more. So Conan has dispatched the rogue. And very quickly, after that opening scene, we get our first glimpse of the Elephant Tower. So, you know, and I do feel this is an opportunity lost, right? The Elephant Tower is such an iconic image in Conan's lore. And I don't know, to me it's a shame. I think the introduction of this tower could have been done in a beautiful splash screen of some kinds. Splash panel, splash page, screen. Splash page. I think that would have been awesome. Would have looked great. Alright, so in the pages here we've got Conan jumping over the walls, trying to, you know, Conan's motivated to find this jewel. He's really just kind of starving for adventure at this point. He has no reason necessarily to go into the tower other than to acquire this jewel of great value and wealth. So he's still motivated by the dollars at the end of the day. As Conan jumps that fence, he runs into Taurus, an adventurer who's also seeking the treasure. That's so cool. Life-size moon monster. That is so cool. Yeah, it's so neat. So the two decide to work together. And just as they make their pact, two lions approach. But Taurus takes them out with his blow darts. But hold. That's so cool. So I think in this page here, what's going on in this page? Yes, they missed, that's right, the blow dart misses one of the lions. And so Conan, in turn, has to take out the lion. Kind of, you know, returning the favor. It's kind of nice. So Taurus and Conan working together. The two then ascend the wall. Beautiful artwork. That is so awesome. Page 10. Taurus ends up leaving Conan. And so this is the first sign that there might be a bit of deception going on. So Taurus is taken off. And we see him attempting to take the jewel. But right away, Taurus leaves this portal after attempting to take the jewel, and he's a goner. So he discovers two puncture wounds on the back of Taurus's neck, right there. I'm just gonna adjust my light. I feel, I probably should have done that earlier. There we go. It's a little better on the lighting. So Taurus is no longer. He's gone. So what caused the wound, though? What could have caused the two puncture marks? And of course, that is the infamous black spider. And that's from the cover of the book. We saw that earlier. So page 12. I think another battle is about to commence. This is right in line to the actual story, too. There's really not much difference here. So Conan... oh yes, that's right. Conan throws. Yes, there it is right there. He finds a treasure, but rather than looting the treasure, uses it as a weapon and throws it after the spider, instantly killing it. That's kind of interesting, right? A treasure taking out the spider. So Conan discovers a door and decides to enter. Inside, we get our first look at the elephant-like humanoid, and this is Kosha. So Kosha tells Conan he has been held captive in the tower by an evil magician named Yara. Oh, that's so awesome. Such cool artwork. So in these panels here, page 15, we're getting a background story of Kosha. So his people once explored the vastness, where is it here? The vastness of space. But eventually he was captured by the sorcerer, Yara. and now is the only one remaining of his species. And we get our look of Yara right in these panels here. It's almost got a sci-fi feel to it, this story. And remember, this story is from the 30s. I mean, it's fantastic. So page 16, Kosha bleeds to Conan to end his misery and take the heart of the elephant and use it against Yara. I mean, Kosha at this point is pretty desperate. Oh, I apologize. I might have said bleeds. Kosha pleads to Conan to end his misery and take the heart of the elephant and use it against Yara. So page 17, we've got Conan strikes Kosha to end the elephant's misery. So with the jewel in hand, Conan's gonna sneak into Yara's chamber. Dog, who are you and what are you doing here? Oh, look at that. Enjoy that exciting look. That's so good. Page 18, we have Conan presenting Yara with the jewel and informs him that Kosha is no more. Yara is in an absolute state of disbelief and seems to understand his fate as the jewel slowly begins to envelop him. That is wild. Look at him just getting sucked into this jewel. Page 19, we see Yara is swallowed by the heart of the elephant. Conan peers inside to find Kosha seeking retribution. Isn't that wild? We got Kosha inside the jewel. Then, like the bursting of a bubble, the throbbing jewel vanishes in a rainbow flaring of incandescent gleams. That's awesome. Yeah, what a gorgeous panel. A lot going on there. That's fantastic. And I think this is our final page. Tower begins to shake violently, and then Conan makes his hastily retreat, only to find the tower crumble as he makes his exit. So that is the complete story. So I looked it up and like, what does this really represent, right? The destruction of the Tower of the Elephant? From what I understand, it really represents the fall of corruption and the arcane power inside this city. This is kind of like a symbol of justice and cosmic retribution. It aligns nicely to Conan's, his like sense of morality. It's important. It's an important issue, and I think it was a good time for Roy Thomas to introduce this story, as it really kind of solidifies Conan and what he stands for in the subsequent stories. Yeah, amazing story. Tired of being skinny? That's awesome. Oh, I can't even imagine that. Gain a pound a day kit. Can't even imagine drinking that today, what that would have tasted like. Alright, well, that is it for issue 4 of Conan the Barbarian. I do have issue 5, 6, 7, 8 as well, so I'll be introducing those shortly. So please subscribe, stay tuned, and there'll be more issues coming out. Thanks for watching.